What's up guys, this is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we have a performance review on the Nike Prime Hype DF. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so you've seen this traction pattern before. I showcased this on the Nike Hyperdunk 2014. And this is the shoe that had very similar pattern, like pressure map almost, but this worked a lot better. It's not as thin, not as pliable. It's a thick kind of, not too dense, but it's not crazy like soft or anything like that. So this is going to be a good indoor-outdoor model, and the rubber is thin enough to where it's allowing you plenty of flex without any restriction. Who let the dogs out? As far as cushion goes, it looks very similar to Lunarlon, but it is in fact dual fusion. Dual fusion, in case you did not know, is a cushion system that I'm really familiar with as far as like using it. I used to use it a lot on their running line, and they've started to slowly transition it over to their low budget basketball models. And basically it's comprised of 2 layers of Phylon. You have a dense Phylon here for support, which is the gray area, and then you have a softer top layer. The thing that I like most about this, especially comparing it to something that's a lot more expensive like the Hyperdunk, is that this is a full-length cushion system instead of a targeted system. In direct comparison to Lunarlon, since it does kind of look similar, the best way to explain it is that Lunarlon still retains a little bit extra bounce or responsiveness to it, whereas this one just kind of feels soft and pillowy. And both of them kind of bottom out in about the same amount of time, in my opinion. Bottoming out for some is a bad thing. For me, I feel like it molds to your foot, so I actually like that. I feel like it gives you a nice kind of almost custom fit. But if you're looking for some great cushion that is not going to be like heavy on your wallet, this is definitely a model that you would want to consider. Again, it's full length, it's not targeted, and you got plenty of support and cushion as well. Materials are pretty basic. We have fuse on the back half, and then you have a synthetic toe cap. Basically, it's just a durable, kind of cheap option. Again, this is a low budget model. It's kind of like a good bang for your buck shoe. So you're getting durability and decent flexibility with everything while still retaining containment. Speaking of containment, they fit true to size. They do fit slightly snug at first, but they do break in pretty nicely. It's mostly snug right here in the forefoot. I would have liked this this toe piece to kind of like start way up here instead of extend back there, just because that was the part that I needed to break in a little bit. But overall, it definitely wasn't anything to hinder their performance. It was just something where I'm getting pretty used to these materials that are like almost like out the box ready, and this is not one of those shoes. You definitely need to wear these for a little bit of time before they feel great. Everything else about their fit is pretty standard, very similar to Hyperdunk. You can see the lines here. You even have the whole like anatomical map of the foot out there, so it tightens up in certain areas and loosens up in certain areas, and then you have great heel lockdown for excellent support. Ventilation is pretty abundant. It's almost everywhere on the side panels, and you have this nice airy tongue as well. The only area that wasn't well ventilated was the toe. I do wish there was some sort of perforations up here, but it wasn't a deal breaker. As far as support is concerned, it's actually pretty good. I rolled my ankle like twice in these things, and I didn't receive a sprain, not even a minor one, and that was after landing on someone's foot twice. Basically, I was just able to kind of roll off and recover. It was the best situation of a bad situation that you can have. Most of that was due to the one-to-one fit. When I rolled, the shoe rolled with me. It didn't restrict movement or anything like that. It moves with your foot really, really nicely and contains it, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. And even though there is a small outrigger here, which you can kind of see, it didn't help out enough to where it prevented the entire roll. But it just allowed me to kind of roll and then just recover really, really quickly. As far as the rest of the support features go, it's pretty basic. You have an internal heel counter right here. That works perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. And then the dual fusion is actually the extra support layer that you would normally receive in another shoe that you wouldn't pay attention to. But with something like this where you have a softer, cushioned upper, you're going to want something a little bit firmer to carry it. So with Lunarlon, they have a Phylon carrier midsole, and then inside they have targeted footbeds of Lunarlon. This is a little bit different, where it's just full length top loaded, and then bottom, dense kind of supportive cushion. That way you're not teetering or toppling over. And then interior, you basically have a typical shank bar. You get this in most of your basketball models. If you don't see it, it's most likely in there. All right, guys, that pretty much takes care of everything for the Prime Hype DF. These, in my opinion, are just an awesome shoe, especially considering the fact that they retail under 90 bucks. They're about $84. They're gonna come in a bunch of different colorways. It's a good bang for your buck model. Great traction on these guys. This actually was better than the Hyperdunk from this year. So if you were interested in these guys, the only place that I've seen them so far is Finish Line, but I'm sure that they'll pop up at other retailers soon. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support, and until next time, have a good one.